make Lagos your home, Oodua group wants Sanusi return back to the north. The post-former Emir of Kano, Sanusi Muhammad Sanusi, has been warned not to contemplate living permanently in Lagos. In a statement issued on Saturday, the Apapa Odua Koya, the pan-Yoruba group, said the Sanusi's plan of relocating to Lagos, one of Yoruba chief cities, is unhealthy for the culture and heritage of Yoruba people, saying, "We caution you not to relocate and live permanently in Lagos. As a former emir of Kano, you have over 50 cities and villages you can live in the north. You do not need to come and live in Lagos." When the Alaafin of Oyo one was deposed, he didn't choose Sokoto or Kano to live. Akoya said Sanusi's plot of relocating to Lagos is a conscious attempt to challenge the dominion of Yoruba Obas, tradition, institutions, and possibly use the opportunity to build a counter Fulani Emirate in Yoruba land. The group said, "We are aware that Sanusi coming to Lagos will draw many of his supporters to Lagos. They will be going to pay homage to him in Lagos. It will be an opportunity for him to coordinate Fulani activities in the southwest. The millions of Fulani people in Lagos will seek to pay homage to him and defer to him as he becomes a major stakeholder in southwest traditional and cultural affairs. This will have short and long-term implications for cultural and social equilibrium in Lagos and the entire Yoruba land. All over history, Fulani settlements anywhere have led to pains and anguish, not to talk of someone with penchant for Fulani supremacy." The statement was signed by Alcoya official Colonel Abimbola Showunmi, retired. Alcoya said the former emir is anxious to use Yoruba land as a launch pad to regain his lost throne, adding that Sanusi, who is reputed for desperation and power mongering, will use his relocation to Lagos to create another emirate in Lagos in the passage of time. If in Lagos, he will be receiving local and international visitors. Given his enormous wealth, it is a matter of time before he turns himself into a parallel tradition institution in Yoruba land. What Sanusi wants to achieve is to make Lagos another outpost of the Fulani hegemony. The group said Sanusi has made statements in the past showing his blizzard hatred for Yoruba people, saying that his choice of Lagos is born out of mischievous. Sanusi is a very opportunistic man who grandstands. He is corny, tribalistic, and vain. He claims to be fighting for the masses but has done nothing for them except owning a fleet of cars including Rolls-Royce. He is a descendant of Uthman Danfodio, whose long-term ambition is to conquer and subjugate other nationalities in Nigeria. His great-grandfather killed millions of people in the north in order to take over their land and resources. Mr. Sanusi has not at any time condemned this crime except nursing the ambition to be the custodian of the blood-stained crown. His preference for Lagos can only spell doom for the political economy and the culture of Yoruba people. Wow. This is another twist to the whole thing. Can we say that the Yoruba people are really threatened, or this group are really seeing some things that some other people are not seeing, that it could be a threat, from what they have really listed, what they have said, that because of his influence and what have you, that it might be a ploy to create his own what have you, trying to challenge the tradition of Yoruba land. Hey. So guys, I don't know what you think about this new twist by this group called what are they called? The Akpakpo Odua Koya, the Pan Yoruba group. They are telling Sanusi that don't make Lagos your home permanently. That they have over 50 cities in the north. Why can't he choose any of those places? One thing that will still come to mind, that people will still that I don't think these people might really want to win at the end of the day. But they might know that they might not win it, because when it comes to issue of everybody's free to live anywhere or what have you, of course these people will know definitely that that is what people are going to be quoting. But in my opinion, I just believe they just want the people to know and to be aware of what could be waiting them in the future, just for you to be aware. Of course they are going to argue is that he has a since he's a Nigerian, he can stay anywhere he deems fit. Of course, people will argue that, and I'm sure these people who are talking and who are saying this to him know that already. But it's just like a wake-up call. Let the people know what could happen. Of course, one thing in this life is that you don't just wave anything off. You don't just wave anything off. You have to look at everything holistically, in and out, in depth. You don't just wave it. Oh, forget it. Oh, forget it. And that is why we are where we are today. Forget it. I bet it no go happen. But by the time it start happening, then everybody will start like, hey, oh, somebody said it. Just exactly what Nnamdi Kanu has been saying. He has been saying this thing for the past how many years? People say go and sleep. But now, what he said, those things he said are now living with us, and we don't even know how to go about it. These are the things he saw then. He was warning people, but they didn't listen to him. But now, I don't even know. People are not even saying anything. They are not even saying, yes, oh, this man said it, oh, this man said it, oh, but yet they are still abusing him. They are still telling him, oh, Nnamdi Kanu, your mouth is smelling. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu, shut up your mouth. That is what they are still telling him. Instead of them to even recognize the fact that, yes, this guy said it. This guy said it. I don't know, maybe other people must have said it, but we know that it's on record that this guy has been hammering on this issue of this Esme Fulani and what have you. He has said it. He has said it. But people will not still give him credit because of hatred, and yet they are still suffering it. We are living with what he said for the past how many years, and yet people don't even know where way forward. And those things are just happening. And exactly, I think that is exactly what these guys are trying to bring us, because definitely they know they're not going to win this case in any court of law. Of course, they are not challenging him, they are not telling him to leave, but like they always say, a word is a no for the wise. Let people begin to hear. Some people say, yeah, forget it. Oh, some people are too like this, and people like this. But these people, I'm not even talking about him. When you talk about, just check their antecedents. They are not nice because they do whatever they want to do. They do whatever they want to do. We still have a good people among them, but it's very, very difficult. But because by the time people start remembering what has happened in the past, what majority of them or what they really stand for, it is very difficult to trust anybody from that particular place. And that is it. What I believe is that don't wave anything off. Just look at things holistically. Just be watching. Just be watching. But now they are just telling the man that don't make Lagos your permanent residence, that you're going to stay forever, because they are foreseeing a lot of things, and those are the things that people don't even want you to see. If you see some things, if you are trying to tell them, they'll say go and sit down. Oh, it is politically whatever. But by the time those things start happening, everybody now start shouting, oh yes, oh this and that, oh this and that. A typical example, and I will continue to make use of that example of Nnamdi Kanu. See what we are. It's not a free fall. The issue, the activities of the S-men now, it's a free fall. They are just nobody's hindering them. They're just moving, doing whatever they are doing. Nobody says anything. Nobody arrests them. Nobody talks what they are doing. Nobody even challenges them. You can see what is happening, and we are living with all of these things. Then when they will be saying that, people say, "Abe, na lie, go sit down, na lie." But see what is happening. So I think a word is a no for the wise. Let people think deeply on what these people are saying. Don't wave it off. Don't say, let them go and sleep, because that is our usual way. Go and sleep. What do they know? Oh, this and this and that. Of course, I know the man has a large following. People like what he says, but you need to be careful. You need to be careful. You need to be careful. Of course, if someone says this thing is blue, of course, you say it's blue. You can't say because, oh, the person has wronged you before, because he's saying it's blue and you know it's blue. Then you say, no, you don't want to accept because it's coming from him. No, if you say some things that, okay, people can really relate with, oh, these are the problems facing whatever, because nobody trusts anybody in this country. Even if you are doing anything, people just want to touch light. They want to see exactly whether you really mean what you are saying, or you have ulterior motive, or you have an agenda. And that is how, it has come. It has degenerated to. No matter how clean you are, how genuine you are, people, once you say something, people still want to doubt it or doubt you, because in the past we have seen a lot of things, because experience, like they always say, is the best teacher. So I wouldn't want people to wave this call by this or this statement by this group, this Yoruba group. And someone says, yes, you should choose one of their cities in the north to live because from the history, they are perpetual traitor. You see? So that's just my own opinion. I want people to look at this whole thing holistically and let's see what happens. Leave your comment below and let's learn from you. Thank you.